All right, welcome everybody to another virtual Monday lunch. I'm going to turn it over to our president, Bill Hill, for a quick update.
Well, howdy, Eggs, and howdy to all you from the San Antonio, Greater Bexar County area, and especially those members of the San Antonio A&M Club. Man, I tell you what, we miss you a whole lot, and we as a club, we're trying to stay engaged. You know, it's been 19 weeks since our last Monday lunch in person at Aggie Park. Wow, seems almost like a year, but that's 19 weeks. And this is our 10th and 11th virtual Monday lunch, although I haven't been doing a good job of keeping track of that. Hey, look, I'm a little bit disappointed that I can't predict when the next time we're going to meet at Aggie Park is. You know, frankly, we were really anticipating and optimistic that we were going to be back at Aggie Park right now. But as I reported on the 5th of July, the 7-day rolling average of COVID-19 cases in Bexar County had averaged 700 a day, and that was on July 5th. Sunday morning's paper reported that the 7-day rolling average from Bexar County was 1,356. So really, that was almost double in the average cases per day. So that's it's pretty disturbing. I know everyone out there is dealing with COVID-19 their own way. Each one of us have to assess our risk and figure out how we can go about life and do it safely. Well, anyway, here at Aggie Park, we're going to try to stay engaged, and that's kind of how that's going. Speaking of life, hey, Logan, tell me, have you anything been going on in your life? Anything interesting in the last week or two?
Oh, I've had a few things going on. Partly why I've dropped the ball a little bit on these virtual lunches and lining people up. Last week, my wife brought into the world a beautiful baby boy, Luke Robert. I've got a picture right here. I'm going to pull it up here. There you go. Little Luke Robert Richter, 7 pounds, 5 ounces. And he's doing great. And mama's doing great. And, you know, 9 months ago, I know what I was thinking of bringing another baby into the world. But right now, I don't know what we're thinking. Having our third child and everything that's going on in today's world. But, life goes on and we just got to do the best we can. So speaking of dealing with what's going on and what we've got coming up, Bill, how's the club handling the COVID crisis and all the events that we're having to push back or cancel?
Well, before I get to the club, one more thing. I will tell you that in my family, we welcomed a little grandbaby and a little baby girl. My son, who is a captain in the Army, was stationed at Fort Drum. And about 2 weeks ago, he reported into College Station. He's class of 11 at Texas A&M. He was in the Corps. But the Army is sending him to get his MBA. So we're going to be able to share him for about 2 years. We're excited about that. And the whole point of all that is, you know, amongst all this stuff that's going on and the stress we all have, you know, we have to focus in on our family and those that we love and are important to us. And here at the San Antonio A&M Club, we hope to help you out the best we can. So if there's something that we can do for you, something that may not be a formal program or something, just reach out to the club and let us know. Well, look, I do have some sad news to talk about, some silver taps. On the 11th of July, we were notified that Jerry Mckinney, class of 56, had passed away. And Jerry Mckinney was a regular attendee at the Monday lunches. He sat up at the one of the first tables up there towards where the president is frequently, and he's been a longtime member of the San Antonio A&M Club. And our hearts go out to he and his family. And we don't have any of the details of how he passed, but I'm passing that along to you. We lost a great friend with Jerry. So. Okay. Well, the club is strong. And I say that because our membership has remained steady. We're just over 1,000 members in the San Antonio A&M Club area, and that's about the number we have hovered with. And we hope to continue to keep that membership strong, even though we're not doing a lot of activities. One of the things that is important for us in the future is one of the challenges, because we're not doing activities and fundraising. It's maintaining cash flow. So fortunately, when COVID-19 hit, we were in a pretty good cash position in the club. Now we've got a scholarship endowment, and we've got an Aggie Park facilities endowment, and those have weathered the COVID-19 and the stock market crash and recovery really relatively well. So we're in good shape there. One of the areas that we are challenged in is maintaining that cash flow, because we don't have that fundraising coming through. And we're trying to work on that. We're working on strategies to pay for our staff, to pay for the electricity and water, and to be able to maintain. So we've got some events that we're going to cover. Some things we've canceled or postponed. But the first thing that's up on the horizon is the Aggie Family Barbecue. And Logan has been a volunteer for many, many years at the Aggie Family Barbecue. And he's really the one that's developed this concept for how we're going to modify it this year. So I'm going to turn this over to Logan real briefly and let him kind of outline how we plan to do this. And right now we're tentatively scheduled for August 15th. Put that on your calendar. The 3rd. I think it's the 3rd. Yeah.
I think it's the 22nd.
22nd. Okay, the 22nd. I got it. Go ahead, Logan.
Well, as most of y'all know, the Aggie Barbecue is one of our longest running events and traditions at San Antonio A&M Club, and it's always a great place for Ags to get together and be able to, hang out and cook some good food and enjoy some good bull and raise a little bit of money for the park. This year, with us not being able to meet in person, we've had to transition a little bit, and so what we're thinking this year is doing a plated lunch where all the food will be prepared and packaged separately, and plates can be purchased. Drive to the park, pick up a plate. We might try to have a couple other fun games or raffles or auction items. We haven't finalized that yet, but the goal is to just try to keep the members engaged, try to raise a little bit of money, because we're going to need it coming down the stretch here with this with the pandemic, and so that's kind of the game plan is to provide a safe way to still get some barbecue, to get some good meals to the Aggie family, and try to raise a little bit of money for the park. So that's kind of the plan. Bill, I wanted, on a side note real quick, or sad note, there was one person I needed to add to the Silver Taps. We lost a good member of the club, Gary Schuhart, class of '68, son of Oscar Schuhart. He unfortunately contracted COVID-19 and was unable to fight it off. So it's never good news right there. But moving on from that, Bill, we've got after Aggie Barbecue, we've got a couple more events coming up after that we're going to that we can still put together in a safe manner. And why don't you tell us about that?
Well, thanks, Logan. And I'm telling you, if you guys will stay with us, I really encourage you to go out of your way and help support the club on the family barbecue. I know it'll be a little bit of a challenge to get in the car and do a drive-by, pick up those meals, take them home, but I hope you'll help us out. Well, look, we're waiting on word on Coaches Night. We suspect it's going to be a virtual Coaches Night of some sort. It may be pre-recorded, something to that nature, but we're in coordination with the Association of Former Students on the Coaches Night. Don't know how that's going to happen. Hey, look, right now at this point, I'm just praying there's a football season. I'm glad golf's on there. It gives us something to watch, but it sure is strange without the fans. I'm praying that there's a football season. I'm praying that the semester goes as well as it can for all the students there. Well, we'll let you know about Coaches Night as soon as we can. One of the events we always have in August is the SEC Tailgate. That's where we bring all the other SEC teams, and we do a tailgate there at Aggie Park. It's a big hit. It's a lot of fun. We have several hundred people that participate in that, and it's a good fundraiser. Well, we've canceled that this year. What we're going to do instead is invite all those SEC teams to participate in our family barbecue. And maybe we'll give them some barbecue on the way. And we'll keep them engaged, and we'll reconnect next year. I think most of you also heard that San Antonio canceled the Fiesta. So with Fiesta is typically Feed the Band, where, you got the Parsons Maryland Cavalry that comes, you got the band, you've got Ross Volunteers, you got other organizations, and the club feeds the band and all those organizations all the time. Well, that's canceled because Fiesta's canceled. Well, in coordination with Fiesta, we normally produce a Fiesta medal, and we've got Fiesta medals now. And we're going to begin selling our Fiesta medals for $10 a pop, and they will be collector's items. I mean, trust me, the year of 2020, when we had COVID-19, the Fiesta medals are going to be in high demand. They're going to go fast. So once those come out, you be sure to get one. You can get them on our website at aggiepark.com. So go to the website, order your Fiesta medals, and you will be one of the few that have a COVID-19 2020 Aggie Park Fiesta medal. Look, there's two events that I know we're going to have. They're outdoors, and we can social distance, and it should be good to go. And that's the San Antonio A&M Golf Tournament that's scheduled September 10th at the Canyon Springs Golf Course. We've done a lot of the prep for that already. A lot of the teams have already signed up. But if you haven't signed up a team, I would encourage you on September 10th to put that on your calendar, go to Aggie Park, sign up with the registration, get a four-man team, and just go have fun. Again, this is going to be critical for us to fundraise at this event so that we can sustain our cash flow, we can pay our staff, and keep our lights on. The next event is the Sporting Clays Tournament, and that's going to be Friday, October 30th. And that should be a great event. Logan, do you remember where exactly that is? I think it's the same place we did it last year.
I believe so, yes. It's going to be at the same place we did previous year.
I think it's the San Antonio Gun Club or something like that. But it's down near downtown. It's pretty easy to get to. No problem with that. So, again, those are two events I know we're going to have. Logan, did I miss anything?
No, we've got, let's see, you've covered SEC Tailgate, the Aggie Barbecue, Coaches Night, Golf Tournament, the Sporting Clays. The Christmas party is still on schedule. So looking forward to that in December. Hopefully we can put everything behind us and kick off the next year, celebrating Christmas at the end of the year. Okay,
well, that's it for the club events and activities, but I am going to close with a summary of our capital campaign. As you guys know, we have plans to renovate and expand Aggie Park. It's pretty exciting. I'm going to tell you what, every time I look at those plans, we are going to transform that place, and it's going to be something that is very, very, very first class. Right now, it's very special, and we hope to add some first class touches to that and expand that. And a big part of that, frankly, is bringing a number of the items up to safety code. So with that, that's a price tag of $1.6 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money. It started out at about $750,000, and then it went to $1 million. And I don't think all this construction and COVID has helped anything, but right now we're targeting $1.6 million. Our strategy is to raise the funds, or most all the funds, before we actually start groundbreaking. And I think that's turned out to be a wise strategy in terms of making sure we don't put Aggie Park and our endowments in jeopardy. We want to have high assurance that we're going to be able to pay for this project and continue to do all the activities we do without cutting into those endowments. Right now, actually, we got some relatively good news. We have raised $1,045,616. Okay, so that's almost $1.1 million. Again, we need $1.6 million. Now, we are blessed that the Mays Family Foundation, about $300,000 ago, maybe $200,000 ago, gave us a grant for $450,000, but it's a matching grant. So 1 for 1, we have to to meet their 450,000, or we don't get that grant money. And right now, we are only $277,000 away from being fully funded. That's $277,000 from Aggies donating to the club, and then $277,000 matched by the Mays Family Foundation. So it's going slower than we thought. We haven't been actively, reaching out to individuals and fundraising. But frankly, we are advertising that in the newspaper. It's on our website. Word of mouth is around. And just for example, in the last 2 weeks, we raised nearly $4,000 without actually even trying. And I think I reported that we had raised near $30,000 in the week prior to that. And so we've got some good donations coming in. I know there's some people still on the fence there that are looking for the right time to actually donate. And I encourage you, when that right time occurs, to be generous and help us. I mean, it's a really, really good project, and it's really going to make a difference for years and years to come. And we're very, very proud of it. Boy, I tell you, if we were king for the day, we'd have all that money raised, and during this COVID-19, we'd be renovating right now, because we're kind of we're not able to rent Aggie Park out, and that's a big part of our actual annual donations and income. And if we were able to somehow raise that money, we could start that renovation during this downtime, and it would be kind of a wash. But right now, it's just too economically uncertain. We don't want to take those risks. So, Logan, do you have anything else you want to add on the capital campaign or anything else?
Well, it's exciting, the plans that we have in the future that we're trying to create by expanding and making Aggie Park or bringing it up to the times and having a facility that's going to last us into the future. One of the other exciting things is now that we're taking things virtual out of necessity, but it's something that we probably needed to do, and it allows members that can't make it to every Monday lunch to be able to view and see what's going on at the park. And so it's exciting to be bringing virtual lunches, but also live streaming. We were able to meet for that brief time for the scholarship lunch, and we were able to live stream, and it was great that a lot of Aggies that would not have normally made it could watch it and see what's going on. And it's something that we are planning to do in the future and for the rest of time is to produce these live streaming events, so that even if you can't make it for the Monday lunch, you can still click on our website and check out what's going on and see what the guest speakers have to say. Now that things are starting to settle down a little bit, we've got some good programs that are coming up. So we've got some former coaches, we've got some doctors that are on the front line of this pandemic, looking at some of the volunteer organizations that we try to take part in and reach out to of coming on as guests. And so we've got some good stuff in the future, and look forward to that, and just taking everything one day at a time.
Well, thanks, Logan. I'm going to close by saying thanks, Ags. Thanks to all of you out there that are viewing this. Thanks for all of you that have sent in your letters of support, your donations, your phone calls of encouragement. Most importantly, thank you for looking after your fellow Aggies as well as your friends and family during this uncertain time. It is uncertain and it's hard to predict. But I am certain that at some point in time, we're going to get through this, and we will be coming back together, and it will be coming back together strong, as we typically do when we have reunions. Boy, it sure is great to see everybody, and I'm looking forward to that time. So until we see each other again, and until we meet again, if you got any concerns, if you got any questions, if you need some help, call us at Aggie Park or call me on my cell phone. Folks know how to get a hold of me. Drop me a line. Stay in touch with your friends at San Antonio A&M Club.
All righty. We'll see y'all next week.